Hey guys, this is Julie from Connecting Japan. Welcome to today's video. If you don't know who we are, and most of you do by this point, we are ACCI missionaries planning to move to Japan. We're at the onboard fundraising stage. And if you want more information, just go to acci.org.au and look up Finding Missionaries for Japan, and you'll see us there. Today we're going to be talking about media and missions. Now, that kind of sounds a little bit at odds with each other, but trust me when I say this, because we are digital missionaries and we have not been able to get back to Japan since 2018, it's our bread and butter. So we're going to talk about some of the highs, some of the lows, some of the challenges of working with this medium, and some of the life lessons that have inspired us along the way. So before we even start all that, I do a bit of a ritual when it comes to scheduling everything every month. I know a lot of missionaries just go with the flow because, like, you know, life's busy and so on, but I come from an admin background, so I do things a little differently. So I have a little schedule. I've actually projected all the way to October, so that's pretty organized of me. But we do put in things like our newsletter, the website blogs that we do, and the video, which is what this is. Even though we've missed out on much, you'll get an extra bonus one, I promise. And so we do a lot of research as well. Now, some of them are more casual, like this one, but sometimes we have to do a lot of research. So with my laptop here, I do a lot of looking at trying to find as much accurate information as I humanly possibly can, while making it still fun for you guys. Sounds pretty good. And not only that, I use my drawing board. So lots of YouTubers, and I don't proclaim to be one myself, really. I mean, we have a mere 12 subscribers, but we do like a drawing board. I'll put in the title, the different frames, and how we want the videos. Now, usually with these ones, we don't bother because we know pretty much what we're going to say. But with ones like the road trip ones that we do, and some of the ones we've done about the food and the brand that we've talked about, you do need to put a bit of intention into it. So we are pretty intentional on everything we do. So we're intentional about our love of Japan, our love of missions, and what we're trying to do and what we want to do when we get there. So with the YouTube, I guess it's the biggest challenge. Like the other social medias, there's algorithms that are involved. I believe what YouTube calls it is analytics. Thankfully, we have the YouTube studio and we can check that out and we can see what videos worked really well and what didn't work at all. That doesn't mean to say that people still watch and they're interesting. So we like to mix them up a bit, and you know, it gives you guys a good idea about what Japan is like, what we are like, and what missions is really like, because there's always a lot of misconceptions surrounding all of those. So we're trying to keep it real as much as possible. The only other thing that we have to be careful of is the COPA, which is the regulatory body when it comes to child protection and all that. And as most people know, our channel is not for children. The reasons why that is just there's a whole lot of restrictions. Now, we only have a few subscribers. Now, if we had lots more, then there's added challenges like demonetization if you do the wrong thing, and etc. But we don't have to worry about that so much, but we do have to worry about our code of conduct that our church movement, Australian Christian churches, and by extension all missionaries, must follow. So we're careful about who we film and making sure that we keep the vulnerable out of the pictures, because there's a whole lot of protection things that we have to keep in place. So there's just some of the things that we sort of have to be mindful of. Now, and that also flows into the social media side, like your websites, your Facebook, Instagram, etc. And Facebook and Instagram for us were created first. So we were always very careful what we take pictures of. And of course, as you know, because of the sensitivity of some of the things that are filmed inside of conferences, we can't film inside of there because we don't always know. I always try and err on the side of caution that if we don't get permission to film in there, we don't film in there. That's pretty much it. We might take a photo here and there, which might have us in it or somebody we know or meet, but we do not take photos or film where we're not allowed. With Facebook, of course, there's a lot of resources and references and things that we can always use to make our posts fun and upbeat, and gives us inspiration for videos like this one. I do enjoy using Facebook more often because that was the platform I grew up with and started with first of all. Instagram, of course, it's great with photos, and I love to take photos anyway, so that, for me personally, that's a lot of fun. Connecting Japan, though, however, is a little different because it's not my personal page. So, and that one's a little bit more open because it's only just photos. There's no real information on it, and like I said, we're always careful. So with that, we have to be very careful how we film because my device seems to want to flip them the wrong way for some whacked out reason. So I have to be careful editing that. Then when it comes to inviting people, we're intentional about that as well. We welcome all Christian organisations onto the Facebook and Instagram. However, we do get people that have from a particular organisations that promote certain traditional aspects of missions that our movement are no longer involved in or condone. So basically, when we get them, we have to say, look, I'm sorry. They more often than not, they ask for us to promote or ask for money. Now, unfortunately, we are missionaries that are trying to get on the field. So as you can see, the added challenge that goes with interacting on social media, and I'm not the only missionary or person in the world that ever happens to. It's just one of those things. And unfortunately, I have to use some discretion and grace when I actually interact with that kind of audience. The other ones, of course, is the people who want to try and influence and sell things. Biggest ones we get are Bitcoin and ASX traders or etc. And basically, I'm like, no, I trust God for my provisions. I'm not going to go down that route. So we try and always adhere to what we can do. And when it comes to marrying both of the social medias together, sometimes we have them both together on Business Suite, and sometimes I tick one of them off. It's not because I can't use both. It's just sometimes I can't link the YouTube link onto Instagram, and I don't know why that is. If you know, please leave a comment down below this video. I don't profess to be a professional at this. I just find that sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. So we have to kind of keep them separate sometimes, and sometimes the pictures are a little different. It's just the way they're set up. But at least we have a good idea where we're reaching and how it's working out. So when it comes to Hello Talk, they're our biggest inspiration. You guys can always give us for ideas. Please leave your ideas in the comments of this video as well. And we do get feedback on our live streams that help us create the content that we have today. So, in saying that, our Hello Talk followers do give us a lot of different insights. And they're another different source of material that helps us have the most accurate information coming out of Japan about not only what's going on, but what they really think and feel, as much as you can tell. So a lot of those platforms have worked really well for us. LinkedIn, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a more professional thing, and it's more of a directory, job-based sort of thing. So I haven't really had much luck in using it. So there are just some of the things that have been challenges and inspirations to us. Of course, we love when people reply back to us saying, keep up the good work, or I really enjoy your video today. And we do enjoy the constructive criticism about, hey, can't you use HD, or how about using this particular software on that sort of thing. Kind of understand that we're working on a shoestring budget. So right now I'm using a mobile phone and with a selfie stick for all of this, and I'm using one of the more affordable video softwares out there. I just happened to get it on a really good price at the time. And yeah, we do our best with what we have. I mean, we've only a very, very small fish in a very large internet pond. But the fact that people know who we are is probably testament to our capabilities. So who knows? Will we do more subtitles like we did on our Japanese language one again? Probably. Once we get more, I get more and more confident at it. I'm learning to read more of Japanese now. We definitely will. The other thing is Zoom. Now, Zoom has been one of the things that everybody's been using through this pandemic. I use it to communicate to our partners in Japan. They do catch-up days with us, which are more and more important. So the longer we go on and the closer we get to the end goal, the more of these we will have, because we then would have to get prepared to be on the field. And English club, so it's an advanced class. So those sort of things are important, but we also use it for our organisation, Australian Christian Churches International, for ladies only catch-ups, for men only catch-ups, and then we all get together. So it's been really useful, and we use it for prayer sessions as well with other organisations, and it does bring us closer together. Yes, face-to-face is great, but still having that option is really good. The website has been one that we've really enjoyed doing. I think after we did, about the same time as we created the YouTube channel, the website came along shortly thereafter. We've added the shop, but we've taken off any payment things because I used to work for an online retail company, and it can be really, really risky to do. So we're just using it traditionally for people who live in Australia, because we're not big YouTubers that are into different merch, but we can arrange to get like the black. We're getting a new white t-shirts coming out because the organisation that makes our t-shirts has moved closer to us, which is pretty good. But we also have the blog. I love doing that part of it. I love being able to diarise our journey and share some of our insights with you. Sometimes the insights are rather a lot more about what we are going through in this journey right now, and some of them are more general about what God's got on our hearts at any given one time. Yeah, we love being able to have that. Now, is it successful? I don't rightly know. I'm not too familiar with how Google works. I'm not going to pay to have it at the top of the tree, but trust me when I say this, that it's easy accessible. I think the logo has probably been one of the biggest things that has set us apart from other people because it's very distinctive. So these are just some insights that we've had about it. Yeah, so please do like and subscribe. We will have a fun food one next time. It's been a while since we've done one, and we did promise we would do that in the near future. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry my throat's a little sore. I'm still getting over what is head cold / coronavirus. And see you guys next time. From all of us here at Connecting Japan, Jamate.